Alright, y'all. We are here today to do the one and only. We're gonna break it down and we'll see what we come up with here. This is the Hamilton GMT. I've had this watch for I've had this watch for a long time. It's one of my good watches out of my collection. And it is a GMT, which is kind of cool. Get out the package here. If y'all noticed in my videos, I get these at Walmart. They're the fishing packages for your license. I put my watches in them so when I carry them in my pocket, they don't get scratched up from change and all that. So these are a good thing to use and good for storage too. So you can tell how they use because you can see they're discolored. So you can tell I use my watches. They don't sit in the case. They don't sit in the case, y'all. I take my watches and use them. Okay. I had a battery there. My phone here, my camera is on the fritz. Alright, so like I said, this is GMT and it's 10 karat. It is a Hamilton 992B Railroad Special. And it is an awesome watch. It has I think the beat airs up a little bit, but as far as timing wise, it's like zeroed. And it's got your GMT hands. I moved the GMT about 2.5 hours ahead just for looks. So, because it was like an hour ahead, and then I put about 2 hours ahead. So it is a GMT. It's got the original case. It's got the bar over crown. Let you know you don't pull it up. Lever set. Railroad. Grade. And we'll get to the back here in just a minute. So let's go ahead and get the hands off it. It's been in storage for a while. I haven't carried this one lately. And I don't think I've ever taken time to service this watch. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do this with a camera in the way. Y'all can see. So let's start off by seeing if we can get these hands off. There's GMT, and I'll show you what that looks like here in just a second. It's one was gonna be stubborn, ain't it? Well, let me show you what these look like. So they're separate. So you got your hour hand right here. Then your GMT. Your GMT is together. Like that. And then you can just manipulate the red one to whatever time you want. Alright. Let's see if we can get this little guy to come up. He's being stubborn. There he goes. Alright. This is a really great great dial. beautiful shape. It's not cracked. No cracks in it. We'll flip it around and I'll show you all the inside. Let y'all get a look how clean this is. And let me see. Here's a dial. Back at the back here, 10 karat gold. It's got all the nice watchmaker marks in it. Can't see because of reflection, but it is 10 karat gold. So we got that. And here's the movement. It's a beautiful shape. Just beautiful shape. Beautiful shape. We'll start off by getting it out of the case. And might use a bigger screwdriver for this. Let me see what I got here. I think last time I done this I used a bigger screwdriver. Yeah, this might be the one. Hamiltons are really, really, really nice to work on. They're I think they're just a little bit easier than some of my other ones. They go together real well. Like when you put the train bridge on, they just line up real easy. Now this one we have to be careful with because the let me see here. The escapement is let me see, is cap jeweled, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's right here. That's your pivot. I mean your escapement. And it's in a cap. So we have to be real careful with that. I think that was the only one last time I done this was kind of I had to be real careful. But look at that movement, huh? Ain't that nice looking? Ain't that something? Wow. It's been sitting for a good minute, and I think this would be a good time to get it cleaned up a little bit. Get some oil in it. Don't think it's gonna hurt anything. Like I said, this is just a beautiful made movement. It's like I said, being a Hamilton, it now this guy here, I think last time I tried getting him off, it didn't want to come off. He was stuck. And I didn't want to force it. So let me try a different screwdriver. Yeah, it's still on there pretty tight. I don't know why that's on there so tight. I don't. I can't figure that out. I mean, this thing is just stuck. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. we'll deal with that later. I don't want to scratch this up. So, one slip is enough. I don't see any scratches, but I do not want to scratch this. I'll leave it sit for now. It's not worth it's not worth scratching up my dot. It's not worth scratching up the movement. I don't know why that particular wheel will not come off. So, you know, whatever the case is, it's on there, and I just don't know why. You know, it's reverse threaded, but it's just I just don't want to come off. So I am not going to force it and then end up breaking my watch. So that we are not going to do. All right, next up, I think we're going to get the balance out of the way, just so we don't cause any problems. Let's get this out of the way. I hate it. I can't take that wheel off, but like I said, if it's not going to come off, I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to damage my watch. This watch runs way too good to be damaged. See how nice that looks, y'all? See that? Wow. Like I said, this thing is in immaculate shape. It's in really, really, really nice shape. Alright, next up is, yeah, this is the bridge you gotta be careful with, because that's got 2 jewels. It's got one for the third wheel and the escapement. So we will do that last. This might have that freaking locking thing in it. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Hamilton's got this crazy lock device or some shit. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. My 974 special has it, or 97 something special has it, and I have no idea what the hell it does. Something about it's supposed to lock the movement. Something locks so you can't do something with it. Hell, I don't know. I ain't figured it out yet. If anybody knows, please let me know, because I don't know. Alright, let me be real careful here, because I got 2 jewels there. And we'll flip this over. See? It might have that freaking locking thing. I don't know. Don't know. It's got this post here. I don't know what the hell that does. I don't know. And then I don't know how all this is together. got this weird setup. Like I said, I don't know what that does. So if you're like me, you don't know what it does, I'm just gonna leave it. Cause I don't know. Alright. One wheel here. Yeah, this is a cool watch. The way it's made is pretty neat. You'll see here in just a second how this is made. It's pretty cool the way it's made, but it's a real bastard to get back together, I think. I don't know, we'll find out here in a minute. We'll find out, won't we? I've done this before. I've actually took this apart. Just a little spoiler alert. I'll do that. I'll take these apart before I make a video. So I kind of have an idea of what it is I'm working with. Deep. Now I have these pegs. You see them? That way that makes it really, really easy to line up your jewels. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I can see. Oh man, did you see that? That's pretty neat, wasn't it? I'm assuming that's my center seconds. Hey. And like anything, it would probably come out if I had a freaking Canyon Pinion puller. But I don't. Actually, really, I can't say that because I think I have one. I got these tools on a box of tools I got, and what is holding this thing on there? It's stuck. I might not be able to get this out. There it goes. And I got a box of tools, and in that box of tools came a you see the pallet fork? That's also it's also got it's also a oh, I want to do that. It's also got a what do you call it? A cap jewel. Damn it. Take my time here. I'm getting in a hurry. So yeah, some of these cap jewel parts to me they kind of nerve wracking. You know, because you gotta really feel for the damn things. This comes up kind of weird. It's like one big damn horseshoe. Yeah, cap jewel. So that's kind of a weird piece. Then we got the pallet fork. Alright, y'all. Alright, we about got this thing down. We're going to take the dial off, which I have never had off. So this will be a first. This will be a first. Oop. Shit falling. I'm sure somebody else has had it off, but I've never had it off. The person I bought this from, I don't know if it's ever been serviced. So what I did is, before I made this video, is I took this down, but I didn't take anything off of it. So, alright y'all, let's see what we got here. Ooh wee. Yeah, that's a nice dial. Like I said, it's a nice dial. It's not, no cracks, no nothing. That's that we need to keep safe. Alright, let's see what we got, huh? These are all cap jewels. That's kind of a weird way to have the jewels lined up. Let's see. Yeah, wow, look at that. That's all one piece. Wow. One, two jewels. One jewel. Power wheel. And I was looking at the function of the way the lever set is. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. That's a lot of work just for a lever set, I think. Alright, well, let's get that out of the way, because we're not going to need that for a minute. Because we have got to do some, cleaning. Alright, let me get my napkin out here. Alright. Alright, so let's see what we're going to do here. Let's do this. Let me set that aside. Let me grab the cleaning agent. And let's clean these parts up. Alright. This will dry real quick. It's like a one dip. Woo! And I can tell how much oil is on the parts, because you can't see it, but I can see it. As soon as these parts hit this, you can almost see like a a bowling of where, um, like oil is on the parts, like too much oil. As soon as it hits the alcohol, you can just see the parts, just the oils just come right off of it. Now the ones that aren't coming clean, I'll scrub a little bit and we'll get those a little bit cleaner. So far, we are doing good. Some of these big pieces are a little bit harder to clean. I gotta do these kind of by hand. So I apologize, y'all can't see this. This is the barrel bridge. Flip it around. Give it a good cleaning. Make sure the jewels are nice and clean. If they're not, we have to give them a scrub. I think we got one little spot right there. We'll give that just a nice good little scrub. Alright. Now the movement itself, I am not going to dip it because I don't think that's really necessary. All I want to do really is I just want to get rid of any old oils that are on there, because this thing is pretty clean. I don't think it's going to need to be. Seriously. Like a watch cleaning machine. I mean, you can see how clean this thing is. It's been well taken care of. The one thing we gotta make sure is we ain't got no cotton left behind, so that can always be an issue. But I think we're okay. Alright, let me do just a wheel real quick here. And then we'll check to make sure everything is dry. And we'll get this thing going again. These parts dry, this stuff dries real quick. I mean, just a few minutes, you're ready to go. I mean, a few seconds, you're ready to go. Once it hits the air, it's over with. Okay, let's I just want to put just a little bit of oil right there. And then I want to just oil up that little pinch. Let me see here. just a touch. You know, you just want the smallest amount. I'm talking about freaking micro. Yeah, that's all you need. Sometimes that's hard to achieve. I can't do it as good as some people can. My skills aren't as good as theirs. Alright, now let's get this damn thing together. Alright. Beep. Let's see if I remember right. I think. Oops. I think I gotta put this in first. If I remember right. Oh, sucker keeps wanting to drop in that hole, and it's not the hole it goes into. Alright. Alright. Here we go. I was trying to remember how I did that last time. Cause last time I done this, I think I did the same thing. I forgot. Alright. Next up is the train bridge. It's got those. It's got those 2 jewels right there. So, but like I said, Hamilton makes it real easy to do this. I mean, these will just about drop in by themselves. I mean, once these pivots are lined up, you'll see it. See that? I mean, I didn't even touch it. That's amazing. That's the kind of quality that Hamilton puts in their watches. When you can just set a watch down like that. I mean, that's amazing. Okay, now let me see what I did. Oh, there we go. I accidentally put the movement holder on top of my damn screws. I got these laid out in a way so you know, I know where train bridge and all that goes, but what I like to do is I like to keep the screws in the right order. God, those tweezers are getting terrible. It is time to order some new tweezers. My tweezers have just had it. I've done quite a few watches, and I've had some issues, and you know, they take a beating. So what happens? Okay, now I'm screwing this down. What I'm watching for is I need to make sure that those pivots are still looking at me. Okay, if I don't see silver sitting there, I need to stop. So far we still got silver. Okay. And you don't need to ratchet the piss out of these. You know, make sure everything's gonna line up first. Then go back and screw them down. But they don't need to be, crazy tight. The only thing I'm going to do here is I am going to have to move this around a little bit until it lines up with that gear, because I could tell it's just tight, so it's not sitting properly. Because I can't get the damn thing off, I gotta play this game. So let me loosen up my screws again, and let me turn this. There we go. There we go. Now we can tighten it down again. There we go. Now we got a nice seat. Okay. Because it's got those, it's got them posts. Remember, so they'll tell you where you need to be, so you can get this lined up. Ooh. I hate that sound. I really hate it when the screwdriver slips. That's what you don't want. And we'll give it just a little test. Man, look how smooth that is, huh? I mean, Hamilton, man, they got their shit together. Okay. Of course, like I said, this is the easy part. This is the easy part. We ain't begun to get to the goods yet. This is the easy. Easy stuff. Oh, Jesus. All right. We'll go back and tighten that once we get everything buttoned up here. All right, now for the fun. All right, 90-10 right here. What you do is you put this down in the jewel hole, press up, and it fills that jewel hole with oil. Like that. Like that. Like that. That gives it the perfect amount. So now we ain't gotta worry about doing that. Alright, let's let's get all of our gears lined up here. Now, you can oil the pallet fork. You know what? I might have to loosen all that shit up. Yeah. I gotta get the damn center seconds in there. I don't think I can get this in. I got fucked up. Oh, man. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Oh, man. Why didn't somebody say something? Why didn't somebody say something? Why didn't y'all say something? Damn it. I bet you I had to take all this shit off. Sorry y'all seeing my damn fingers. I apologize. Oh. Oh, man. Shit. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. That's what you get when you see this channel. You get to see the raw version of what happens when you son of a bitch. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I gotta take this off. This gotta come back off. Because I can't get... oops. 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 What happens? Yeah, I need to make sure I got this going the right way. Hold on a second, Joe. Let me check something out for a minute. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that turns this, this turns that. Okay. Well, wasn't that fun, huh? Now, now now we can put this back on for the second time. Second time. Yeah. You know, it went out so nice the first time. It'll go back on again. It'll fall right down in there. You watch. I hope so. I'm gonna eat my words here. Of course, it would probably fall a lot better if that friggin' wheel would come off. But, whatever. It is what it is for now. I'm not really gonna fight with it tonight. It won't be a bastard. I've tried taking that wheel off before and I don't know what it is. I don't wanna break it. So I'm not going to force it. Trying to get this to line up. I don't know what's going on here. Where are you at? Why are you not going in there? Are you in there now? Yes? Yes? Are you working? Yes? I'm always double checking. It does not hurt. Oh wow. It probably would help if I took the damn screws out. I left the screws in there. Well, shit. Sorry about seeing my hand, y'all. Sorry about that. The camera doesn't know to back itself up. It just looks at my fingers like it's stupid. Okay, so we're going to check again. Make sure I can see the pivots, which we can see pivots. This thing's freely moving because the frickin' thing is stuck. Now we're back where we started. God knows when. I should have posted. It's gonna be a long video. These ones usually short. Well, I could cut it up. I could have stopped it and then just made it a two-part, but I tell you what, these new tips, man. Bergeon, great. There's nothing better than Bergeon products. You can't beat Bergeon products. The products are just unreal. They took their time. Okay, next up is the escape wheel. how shiny that damn thing is. See that thing reflect? Okay, now this son of a bitch here. Let's turn this in a little bit. This one here, we have to be careful with because it is a cap jewel. So, because it's a cap jewel, I'm going to go ahead and put some 950 in there. 9010. We'll lay this on here like this. And like I said, Hamilton's got it to where these go in these holes. So you can't screw the lineup up. Alright. So just put some light pressure on it. Get one lined up. When you get one lined up, there's a damn good chance, if you're lucky, you'll get so what I do here is just take something small and you can kind of work your, kind of just, you can base where about it should be and then move the gears a little bit. It's not hitting there. Move it around. You gotta hit a pretty damn small spot. This is the only one where you have to really, really, really be careful. If you're gonna freaking break anything, this is gonna be the one, and it's not what you want to do. Now, you probably could take the cap off of this. That might be a good idea. I think we got you'll know when it goes in there. It'll seat itself. I have no idea how the fuck people at Hamilton did this shit. Ooh, got some bitches going now. Like I said, this one takes me a minute. This ain't no damn easy. Ain't no easy peasy ears. Might not be. Seems like I'm just a little bit too far over for some reason. I shouldn't be that far over. Not that far off? Bastard. Yeah, once you got it, you got it. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. God bless, man. What is the problem here? Why won't you go in the hole? Go in the hole. Holy shit. Okay, it is finally in. Man, oh man. I had to tip it upside down like this. And then once I tipped it, it finally went in. So, there you go. That's what you're looking for. Nice smooth action. And with that oil in there, that Mobius, man, look at that. How smooth that is. Beauty. I'm telling you, Hamilton's got their shit together. That's why these watches are so expensive. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all something, or I read about something. It's called oiling the pallet fork. Now, this is up for grabs if y'all want to do this. It's hard to do. It's something that up to you. They recommend you do it. But the procedure for it is a whole video, because for me to show you how to do it and what to look for would take another probably 30-40 minutes. So basically I'll give you the short end of it. So basically, when you oil the pallet fork, you're trying to get the oil to, sorry about that, y'all. It is supposed to be like 50% of oil on the pallet, and when the pallet fork swings, from on the escape wheel, the space between the escape wheel and let's say the jewels on the pallet fork is supposed to be 50% oil in the void. There's a void between there, and it's supposed to be like 50% oil. So for me to show y'all, that is like a whole nother video. Ooh. And I'll have to make a diagram so y'all can see what I'm talking about. It's hard to explain it. Now this pallet fork right here is a whole another ordeal. This is the first time I took this apart. This damn thing was intimidating. This was the actual piece that kept me from taking it apart, because all you see is, you just see this right here, and I'm thinking, damn, there's no way I'm getting involved in that thing. And once I figured it out that it was just a jewel setting. Well, I knew it was a jewel setting, but it's just the way it looks. but it's built this way to help you. The way this is built is so easy to take apart, and it's so easy. Everything just lines up. You know, there's slots for everything, so there's no guessing. Everything just goes right where it needs to be, and that's a good watch. That's like Rolex. You know, if you ever take apart a Rolex and put it together, or an Omega, where everything just goes where it's supposed to go. You're not forcing it; it just does it. That's a good made watch, and Hamilton is on that list. I can't give it to Elgin because I don't think they make it. Elgin to me is kind of like I don't know, I don't want to say it. I hate to say it, and then have y'all give me bad comments, but it's like Elgin and Elgin and a Hamilton is kind of like a Rolls Royce and a Jetta or a Javelin. Oh shit! Oh, that thing wasn't in there. Oh, my bad. So I'll put it to you like that. As far as the 992Bs and some other ones, but yeah. So I put that 9010. It's a cap jewel. You can see the oils in there. And what I do is I just kind of pick up on it a little bit just to make sure it's in there. All right. Next up, let's give this old girl some wind, and we'll put the balance on it. The only wine I'm gonna put in it because y'all about to see how good this watch is. Watch is amazing. So you're supposed to do like 4 clicks. Once you get your pallet fork oiled, let it go about 4 times. 4 times around. Like this. Alright. So now all my teeth got oil. All the teeth are oiled. Now comes the good part of getting my balance back where it belongs. This bounce assembly scares me. This is a bounce assembly that I do not need to break. There is no replacements. And I don't want to scratch it neither. So I'm trying to be as humanly gentle as I can right about now. Ooh, let's see what's going on here. Find out where we lining up at here. Yep. There we go. With just a little bit of wind. Ooh. That's not where I wanted to be. Yeah, that's why I love this Myers. Y'all know I brag on this Myers. They got their shit together. Now if I get that damn screw in the hole, I'll be having it made. Need to get that down in there. Man, look at the amplitude on that thing, huh? Ain't that crazy? Shit. I only gave it like 2 winds, 3 winds, something like that. Okay. Now, the balance has already been oiled, so that's why y'all didn't see that, but it's already been taken care of. So, there we have the 992B. So, it's running terrific. Alright. Let's flip it around. I think I'll just hold it in my hand. And we'll take out the auto oiler. And we will oil up these pivots. I'm gonna put just a touch right there. That's just where we'll make sure the gears are touching. Alright. Find out where my seconds is at. Now, if you all notice, I didn't want to touch the balance. I didn't do anything with the keyless works, and that is because I don't have the grease here yet for it. Some D5, I think it is. So when the grease comes in, I'll take this back apart and we'll grease up the keyless works. Alright, when I recase mine, I usually pull the lever out, and that is so that it makes it easier for me to get that set down in there. and I just hold it with my hands. And then I put my K-screws in there. Ooh. We got our K-screws in there. Come on, you bastards. Then we'll screw that one down. I try not to let these screwdrivers slip. I try to really take my time here. You don't want that going on. So I don't like it. Trust me, it's very, very heart-wrenching when that happens, because you're just thinking, man, I won't scratch it. I think there's some paper you can buy that you can put down before you screw these down. Okay, let's see. Now, let's go ahead and get the back on it real quick. Look at that thing run, huh? Is that beautiful? Oh, let's go ahead and oil up our jewels real quick. Take the auto oiler. Lift up. Lift up. Lift up. And there we go. Now to put this on the time grapher, we will put it on the time grapher, but it's best to wait about a day or two and let that oil soak up on the parts, and then you can go back and put it on the time grapher and then check it. So if you're out there and you go to check your watch and you see that the amplitude might not be where you want it to be, let it sit, let your watch go for a couple of days, or at least a day. Let it go like a whole day. Let that oil soak in there. And then go back and check it. Alright. We'll get the hands back on it. Let's change the time on this, shall we? Let's go ahead and change the time on it. Why not? Why not? We can do whatever we want. Your watch, do what you want. Oh, let's see. Let's see. What is the time now? I think I'll just go like an hour. I don't know. I just did it just to give it some look. So that was really all I did it for. Let's get this on the 12. So it's about 2 o'clock. So it looks pretty good. We'll get this on the 12. I got my pusher somewhere. I grabbed it before I did all this. Let me see what end's better. I think this end does it. These are good things to have. Of course, I don't know if that one fits this one or not. I don't think it does. So I want this to be, I need this to be right on the 12. You need to have your hour. Make sure you have, if anything, make sure that your hour is lined up. You don't need that to be off. That needs to be right on the money. Make it straight. Looks like a little bend in it. Well, shit. Can't be that straight or it's gonna Don't like my seconds. Oof. Same with the GMT. Well, we'll get to that here in a little while. Alright. Let's get our seconds on. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all learned, got to see a little something. I know it's a long video, but I didn't want to cut it up. I thought about it, but I was like, you know what, if I want to show you all this, I want y'all to see, just how it's done. I don't have a watch cleaning machine, so you didn't have to wait 2 hours for cleaning. I just did it myself. Okay. So, and you can get a watch cleaning machine. You can do all of that. All right. Let's get this baby on the 12. And we'll have 1, 8, 1, 992B. Ready for use again. Right back in my pocket. Like I said, I carry all my watches. I ain't carried this one in a while. She's been sitting a minute. She's been sitting a good minute. Alright, so now y'all get to watch how this works. Make sure I ain't gonna hit my second hand. Yep. I would say we're in good shape. Alright, y'all, that wraps this up. That wraps up the 992B. Yeah, last time I went to put this on, that damn thing was still up and I couldn't get this on. I was making a video on this watch and I couldn't get the damn cover on. Oh, a bitch. An idiot. There's a little bit of wind in it. I'll turn on the time grapher for y'all. Let's see what kind of numbers we get. Let's see what we get. It's just got a little wind in it. Not much. I mean, just a tad bit of wind. It's only got about five barrels, like 5, I don't want up just a little bit. You see how the beat air on this is real high. It's going to be tuned. But, like I said, it's a good watch. But, yeah, it's still need some tuning, but it's not fully wound either. But, it's a good watch. And I got a brand new spring for this watch too. So we got 194, 196. Beat air is like crazy, but not bad. Like I said, needs some tuning. It's not perfect, but it's It's a good running watch. Like I said, we just oiled it, so we're gonna wait a couple days and then we'll see what happens. I'll check it again sometime tomorrow afternoon. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. It's a long video, y'all. I'm sorry it's over an hour, but man, thank y'all for subscribing. I thank all my subscribers, man. We're doing great. You know, we're getting up there. So hopefully this adds a whole lot more to it. I appreciate everybody. All right, Hamilton Railroad Special time, man. I'll see y'all soon.